some people who are in relationships may have pet names for their partners, or may use terms of endearment. See now, I guess my parents on occasion may have pet names or use terms of endearment for each other. I actually have never noticed if my brother and his wife use pet names or not. So, but I have to admit, I am not certain how I feel about that. I'm not really comfortable with using pet names or terms of endearment. I've been in I haven't had too many serious relationships. I had just a few serious relationships here and there throughout my life, but in those relationships, I prefer to use my partner's name. I just never really felt comfortable using pet names or special terms or whatever. But how does everyone else feel about that? Is that okay? Is that acceptable that I'm not comfortable using pet names or terms of endearment? Will most people understand if I'm not entirely comfortable with that, perhaps? Or if I do not like to be called such terms or names, and and I even find the term significant other to be very problematic. I do not like the term my better half. Far too many people use the term significant other or better half to describe their partner. And I don't like that, because that is you're putting yourself down. You're having a low opinion of yourself. You're demeaning yourself by saying that. So I just don't like saying that, Yes, that's just my opinion. That's, let me see. I do. So, yes, while we're on the same subject, I've never been fond of nicknames. I've always preferred to be called James my whole life, not Jim or Jimmy or anything else. Although there are just a few rare exceptions. Like I allow my parents to call me JB because they're my parents. So before anyone gets any ideas, my parents are the only people who are allowed to call me that. And so no, I don't want anyone else to ever think that I will allow anyone else to call me that. And I have a friend who calls me J squared, and I let him do that because that sounds really cool. But other than that, I prefer James. I've never been big into nicknames, and of course, I don't think, I have a feeling I'm probably not going to be fond of pet names or terms of endearment in a serious relationship either, So how does everyone else feel about this? For those of you who are in serious relationships, do you ever use pet names or terms of endearment, or do you prefer to avoid those? Do you find them to be weird or uncomfortable? And I imagine, is it safe to say that like any girlfriend or any partner who might have will respect my wishes in that regard also, I hope? So yes, please let me know how you feel about this. Thank you very much.